Pre-recorded live in front of the Shipwreck Pub in Inglewood, Florida. It's the Derek Luna Show. This week, Derek Luna Show talks with Jack Horner. Plus, a postcard from the road. And now, the only piracy he's been accused of is software. It's Derek Luna. Yes, that's correct. As a motorcycle gang flies by, just a real quick postcard check-in from the road, guys. I'm here in Inglewood, Florida, as the Kansas City Chiefs prepare to play what some are calling the coldest playoff game in NFL history back home. I'm safe and sound here in Inglewood, Florida, where it's 65, and I was going to say sunny, but it's kind of gray. But we're having a good time. I'm here at the Shipwreck Pub, getting ready for another Pub and Grub comedy show tour. Shout out to Bar Comedy USA. And yeah, it's all going down in here. Enjoy the interview with Jack Horner. I'll be here rocking out with this bad boy, getting ready to have a good time. Like and subscribe, idiots. Have you ever done a YouTube show, like recorded the whole thing, and then you realize that you've messed up something and you didn't record any of it?
I did like a Facebook live stream show where that happened, and then after I moved to Austin, a guy had me on his podcast, and it was just this guy that was at his house, and I realized I didn't know who this guy was, and the one thing I really knew him from was on Kill Tony, where like he just worked on an elevator in a hotel that Tony went to, and Tony was like, "You should try it out." Stand-up comedy.
And Tony invited him out.
And then, well, he got picked in the bucket. He got the bucket pull, and Tim Dillon said he was fucking mentally unstable. And so here's the kicker though. Like he was called mentally unstable because he did like an Andy Kaufman bit of like Mighty Mouse or whatever, and that's why he looked mentally unstable to most people.
Yeah.
But I'm a Kaufman fan, and I was like, okay, I can probably actually talk to this guy for like an hour and a half.
The Kaufman move is a big swing. I saw a guy start reading out of a newspaper.
I think that
on stage,
doing it because he did it, like it's not the same anymore.
In homage,
yeah, you can't do homages like that because like what made Andy Kaufman good is that nobody had done it before, and that he was fucking already like world famous for something completely different.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're on like Big Bang Theory, if you're Jim Parsons,
and
people show up to your comedy show and you fucking read from the phone book or whatever, or like a newspaper, that's funny. If you do it as an open micer, like nobody gives a shit.
He was doing that on Saturday Night Live, so so he was already very established.
Hi, oh my God, it's Corbin LeMaster, guys.
Oh fuck, he's here to ruin another
podcast.
podcast.
Of sex and drugs. Or no, not back from a life of sex and drugs. He's just interrupting his life of sex and drugs.
We haven't even started yet, so that's fine.
Yeah, just kidding, guys. Corbin wasted.
I turned the camera on, and Horner was like, "Let's talk about Andy Kaufman."
Well, no, that's not what I fucking said. No, I said, did I say that? I'm on drugs, guys. Sorry. How did this fucking shit start,
Welcome to the Derek Luna Show. I'm Derek Luna. This is my guest.
Oh.
John Horner?
You call me, you can call me Jack, like on the fucking...
Call me Jack Horner.
No,
this guy...
Okay, you can call me John for the conversation, okay? I don't give a shit either way. But when you post it, call me Jack. Please.
Call me Jack. We're trying to get... This is Showbiz Jack.
Showbiz... No, don't say Showbiz Jack. That ruins it.
Because, see, okay? I don't know if I know Showbiz Jack. I know John Horner, who was wobbling around Marty's open mic
so
a couple of years ago.
I gotta be honest. Both Jack Horner and John Horner wobble a lot.
Yeah.
That is like one of the few things they have in common is that they wobble.
Just a couple of Kill Tony appearances, and this guy's full on Hollywood.
Yes. Yeah. We actually, Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Why would I not want to be full on Hollywood, I really want to hopefully get to the point one day where I get invited to a sex orgy and people are wearing masks and shit.
Eyes Wide Shut? Is that the one?
Yeah, like...
Or am I thinking
that
of
type of deal? You know what I'm saying?
Trying to remember which Magnolia is that a sex?
That's also
movie?
That's Tom Cruise.
Okay,
Magnolia, that's the one where he plays like a motivational speaker that's like really mean to his dad, right?
Yeah,
isn't that his subplot?
I do have to rein this in at some point. I'm here with John Horner, sex movie expert.
Well, it's not about the sex movies that I know about. It's the sex movies that I want to be in. for the Illuminati.
In your Imaginorium.
To be famous. So wait, would you suck a dick to join the Illuminati?
You'd be famous because you were sucking Illuminati dicks, or famous and the Illuminati dicks are a reward?
I don't think it's a plural. Like that's what you can do. You gotta do like a one-time thing, right? It's like suck this dick, and like you're gonna be on fucking HBO and Netflix. You know, you're gonna be like one of the biggest stars ever.
You know, you say it's easy to say no now, but then HBO puts that sucking dick contract in front of you. What are you gonna do? Those are tough decisions.
So how often would I have to suck the dick, and how much money would I get? You know, there is like a give and take here, right? So, because sucking a dick, that like you can close your eyes and pretend it's something like, right?
Sure.
It's not like you're getting, the other thing.
We've discussed this before on the Derek Luna show.
Oh.
With Corbin LeMaster, who's off camera.
Can I honestly give my honest take? Because that's not true. Like, really, like when people say like, for so much money, would you suck a dick? It's like never. Because anybody who has the money to give that kind of proposition could just make you suck that guy's dick and then say, I never said I was going to pay you that money. And if you try to take me to court, I'm a fucking goddamn
You could put it in escrow and have it held, by a lawyer.
But that guy's fucking legal team's going to be way better than anything you could encounter.
You're right. That is correct.
He wouldn't be able, or he wouldn't want to do that unless he knew for a fact he could rip you off and be
this sounds like something that's happened to you before.
Yeah, I'm just giving it a thought. Because I've seen so many guys say, yeah, dude, you'd be stupid not to suck a dick for that amount of money. But it's like, no, think about it, man. Is he really wanting to give you the money, or is he just wanting to prove that he has the power to make people humiliate themselves?
Here's my angle. It's egotistical in my opinion for John Horner to feel like his dick sucking skills are so good that somebody's going to pay millions of dollars.
No. It's because they're bad. It's because they're bad is why they're going to fucking force me to do it to get the part in the movie. Yeah. Because they know it's something I don't do. I'm crossing a moral boundary, right?
It's more about power and humiliation.
The harder I cry while I'm sucking the dick, the better deal I'm probably going to get.
And that's probably better for them too. They like the tears.
Because it's like this masculine
How'd we get here?
energy person. Yeah, I asked myself that when I was sucking a dick. But then I realized halfway in between, it wasn't Jeff Bezos. It was just some white supremacist.
I think this is a good way to open it up. This is the way I fell in love with John/Jack Horner.
It's interesting terminology you use after I just talked about sucking dick.
You're just trying to, when you talk with him, you're just trying to keep up. I mean, you are rolling through topics.
I feel like, one, it's the Red Bull. Two, it's the other drugs that I thought were cocaine at the time, but it's ketamine, or fentanyl. I don't know.
But you're like this.
The kids put in
you're like
days.
This normally, despite how many Red Bulls you've had.
I think I'm the opposite of that. I'm a mild-mannered, nice young man.
Oh yeah,
it's not very interesting. That says outlandish things to.
Well, maybe I only see you whenever you've had a couple of Red Bulls.
Yeah,
that might be it too.
And I'm on drugs,
And I'm on drugs.
And whenever I'm just physically attracted to somebody, I get goofy.
Ooh, hey, is that what's going on here, bud?
That's right, dude.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I think we want to do a little bit of eyes wide shut role playing when the camera shuts off.
Stop by the Derek Luna Show gay TM.
Hey.
Make a deposit, perhaps.
You're not a
Corbin's trying to act like we're not talking to him.
Yeah. No, we're not. I wasn't even like...
He doesn't have a microphone, so we can just say things at him.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy is kind of an asshole. He doesn't deserve a spot on the show.
I'd suck a dick for $20.
$20
cold.
That's interesting. I have $20. I wouldn't actually, I could actually test
John
that
immediately,
out.
I have $20.
I wouldn't actually let him do that, but it would be interesting to see if I could get to the point where I unzip my fly.
It's nice to know that it's an option.
Yeah.
That a blowjob is in the cards if you wanted it to be.
So is it wrong though? If I'm a billionaire, if I have the power in the future, right, to get my dick sucked, is it wrong to just see if they're willing to, but then not go through with it? Make it purely
make them agree to it, and then be like, "God, you're a filthy whore."
Yeah.
No, I think ethically, yes. But if you're a millionaire, billionaire, most of the things you're doing are unethical anyway, right?
Exactly.
So at that point, who knows?
But if it's universally unethical to get that kind of money, though, right? Then isn't everything ethical? It's all gray area, right? Because if it's always going to be unethical in some way, either directly or indirectly, to get money, then it shouldn't bother you if you're being unethical because it's just universal, right? Because even if you're doing something ethical, if you go back far
This is what I
enough,
just
right?
said. By then, you're already knee deep in so much unethical behavior.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
what does it even matter?
And again, like crossing a physical boundary, like putting your dick in someone's, that's you know, like, but just like getting to see if they would, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with
It's
that.
like you're covered in horse shit,
right? Like,
and you're worried about stepping in a mud
especially-
puddle. It's like at this point, who cares,
Think
right?
about it like a weak guy, weak little pussy like me. If I get like $10 million, right? If I become famous and then I could see if I could get a guy like Corbin to suck my dick for like 5 minutes on Netflix,
Yeah.
I wouldn't actually make him do
On
it.
Netflix?
Yeah. 5, like, yeah.
Well, see,
like,
now-
So, no.
Well,
no,
now
of course
hold
not.
on. Now you gotta get the Netflix people involved because they gotta air this thing.
No, I don't. Like, if they say you get to decide who's on this show, I don't have to disclose which methods I use to get them on the show.
All right.
Right?
Okay. So we're
Like-
going off into left field, and I gotta pull it in.
That would actually be a good Netflix show, you know, like.
I
what is he
met
gonna say?
John Horner.
Okay.
I think at Marty's open mic. Maybe it was
No,
one of the Blue
before
Room open
Yeah,
mics.
I met you at the Blue Room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just open micing together, and you started here, right?
Yeah, it was the first time I ever did comedy was at
Okay.
the Blue Room Comedy Club. Chris Reachley, local business owner, comedy promoter, all around solid dude. I remember, I think it was like the second or third time I did it. He like chased me out of the club. Like I was like almost across the street, and this was back when it was at Billiards. And he was like, "Hey man, just keep doing this, and I won't bury you again." And it was like my second time doing it, and it was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, as somebody who's just generally been a loser his entire life, that was very affirming. Like, you know, and I've loved the Blue Room ever since. I love not only just the Blue Room, but places like the Blue Room in towns like America. You know, it's good to have like a bright spot where
Open
like, you
mic's the
can go-
best. Comedy's the best.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, exactly. And I think also, you know, even if it's not comedy, like fucking music, a choir, just any kind of local.
You checking
fucking-
out a lot of choirs these
No,
days?
I'm not. But I like the idea behind it, is what I'm saying. Like, choirs are the same thing as blowjobs to me.
If
like,
you were in a
know?
choir, what type of choir are we talking? Are we like a Holy Catholic choir, like a Black Baptist church choir? What
Well,
type of
Black
choir
Baptist
are you in?
church, it's like a lot of moving and like how, like, you know, so it's probably like less rehearsal and shit, you know. But
You feel like they're more impromptu?
yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
They're less on script.
I feel like I would want to be in whatever choir where there's more likely a snake's going to come out. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of choir. That's
A
pretty
snake
fucking metal,
handling
dude.
church.
Yeah.
I used to belong to a snake handling church.
That's awesome.
I wasn't, but I have a bit about it.
Was it like a thing where you only thought it was poisonous, though, but it really wasn't
I
poisonous?
think it turned out to be a Steve Irwin joke in the end.
That guy deserved to die, let's be honest.
Oh,
Like,
come on, right?
If you like do all that crazy shit with wild animals, it's like, yeah, you're wrestling alligators, man. That's not the natural order of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You've heard
I-
Norm's whole bit on it, right?
Well, yeah,
It's
I
like
mean,
everybody's so
that's a
shocked.
it's a ripe old age for a crocodile.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's a ripe old
Yeah.
age.
Dude, Norm's awesome. I fucking love Norm Macdonald.
He's my favorite. Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah, apparently, like when he hosted for Last Comic Standing, he was a giant dick. Did you know that? Have you
Yeah,
heard
and then
those
I've
stories?
also heard that was kind of an act that they were putting on. Like they wanted him to be like the Simon of comedy. But I don't know.
Like,
Who knows?
Yeah, and I also think that if you're on the TV show, it's like people can be mean
Yeah.
to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's still a big opportunity. You're
Yeah.
being seen by millions of people. Like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, if you genuinely think someone just doesn't have it, like, is that wrong to be like, no, fuck
Sure.
you don't have
And then
it?
they also,
you know?
at that point, have probably been told by the other two judges that they were awesome. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like
Who
some of the,
cares?
Like, did you
All those
get-
people are doing fine, I'm sure.
Like, did you hear the story that Anthony Jeselnik told about, like, there was this one girl that was like, she said, oh, she's just fine, you know, just did typical, like, dating stuff. And then Norm was like, no, I want you to quit.
I want you to quit. Yeah,
I
he
want
was
you to
really
quit
hard
right
on a
now.
couple people.
Okay, I'll work on that. And it's no, don't work on it.
There was
Never
a guy
do
who
it
made
again.
a religious joke about Harry Potter, and he was like, you should read the Bible before you make crazy jokes like
Which
that.
I support. I don't think that's hard at all. That wasn't hard at all. Like, that's like, you know, the crowd was saying you're a badass, and it's very accepted. I think that's true, actually. You know? But,
So then you moved to Austin, Texas. How many years have you been down there now?
almost 2. I moved in
2.
January of 21.
Seems like it is going pretty well. We've seen you on Kill Tony 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, it's going. It's been 3 times. That's true, and yes, it's going well. Just in that, I could kill in those rooms. You know,
Yeah.
those like bigger rooms, because that's one thing I was really worried about moving down there. Of course, is like being okay in a smaller scene, right? Or maybe like one of the ones that's just like slightly better.
Sure, but
than
what
average.
happens when it gets bigger?
Exactly, and like I just like drowning, you know, basically, and like the just massive people that do it, you know, and my like. I had a few bad sets early on, but it was pretty early on that it was like clear to me that like, okay, I
Yeah.
can do this here, because there's a certain like character and element in Austin of like embrace your weirdness, you know, and there's something that's very conducive to
Yeah,
comedy with that
I don't think
shit.
that's just Austin. I think that's everywhere.
Well,
But
that's everywhere, but in Austin, it's a part of the identity of the town. Like, it's a much bigger part
keep
of it.
Austin weird.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
is the saying.
And
right?
I think that more than anything, that's probably helped me a lot. You know,
Yeah.
just because I do a lot of shit that's like off the cuff, kind of, you know, and out there, and that's actually like one thing I think that I thought about more, and that, like people kind of like told me about more when I moved to Austin, was like what's funny to like a crowd of comedians, you know, versus what's funny to like a bigger audience.
It's sometimes different. Yeah. Sometimes they're not the same thing. Sometimes they are.
Like I had this moment when I fucking moved to Austin. It was like a few months after I moved, maybe like a month, and it was this tiny open mic. And then like I just had this idea, and I was like, hey everybody, we're gonna sing a country song. Everybody clap your hands. Everybody starts clapping, and I was like, cowgirls, give me a yeehaw, and everybody went yeehaw. You know, and I did cowboys, give me a yeehaw, and like yeehaw. And then I said, like, this is a country western cover of a song out of Yemen called Death to the Infidel. And I started going, Allah, Shem, Allah, you know. And like it was a mic that was like going like kind of flat or whatever, and the comedians just fucking loved it. You
Yeah.
know? And I just remember that like big explosion of like fucking yeah, this is a golden bit.
Yeah.
But like what I figured out was, and I think I did it on Kill Tony too. I don't like to think about it, but but what I figured out is like shows of people like doing that shit, it's fucking lame. It's corny, you know, like, you know, they don't quite get it. It's like a country song.
Open
like,
mics are weird. Like those mic situations are weird because they've seen a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah.
So anything that steps out of the ordinary like that is
and,
like, thank God something else is happening.
yeah, and I think like everybody wants to be like a badass in like their own head and like a rebel and like, oh man,
I
like,
hate that.
Yeah, I hate that too. I think that like
Everybody tries to look cool.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Well, just doing it in general is cool, you know? Like, even
Yeah.
if you go up there and do, like, the most uncool shit, that's still a lot cooler than almost everybody in the audience, because they don't have, like, the balls to try it. You know
I
what I'm
could
saying?
not agree more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like, but people say it's uncool. A lot of times, if you actually get to what they mean, it's actual jokes. Like, those set-up punchline jokes that are dumb, and that's, like, you know, that you think are dumb, that's actually, like, what's most funny. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like that's like if you, especially when you're starting out and like doing smaller sets, that's ba-dum,
Sure, yeah.
you know?
And part of the game is masking that, right? Making that not so obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I guess, like, people do that, and they decide to say it's, like, about themselves, you know? Like, and I guess, like, that's an interesting thought. Like that joke I do about, like, dating an 85-year-old, you know? Guys, for real, I'm in a long-term relationship. It's great. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. It's awesome. Yeah. For real, guys. It's really special because she's 85 and every day counts. I bet it wouldn't be as funny if I just said, can you imagine dating an 85-year-old, you know? You
Yeah.
gotta, like,
It's more funny to be
yeah.
like, I am doing this.
Yeah, or that prison song you do, you know?
Yeah.
About, like, Bruce, your cellmate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a good
Like,
guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's not the worst guy.
Depends on what he protected you from, all right?
It's
know,
there.
that's-
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, like, that's
I
the other
used
side
that
of the
word
story.
right, didn't I? I think I
Symbiotic.
did.
That's when you attach yourself, two organisms attach themselves
Yeah,
together.
I attached
So-
myself to his cock. Man, we were right back
No.
at the cocksucking convo that we started
well,
at.
no, that wasn't that
God,
symbiotic
John,
thing.
you bring out
That's
the worst
solid.
in me. You bring out the
No.
worst in me
Or the
and
best in you,
and the
you
worst
know?
in the show.
Or, you know, it depends on what part of the population you ask if it's the worst or the best.
So John's back for Christmas, visiting family in town,
Yeah.
Rogersville.
Well,
Logan,
that's
Rogersville?
where I went to high school. I think my parents technically live, inside the Springfield border.
Springtown. Well,
Springtown.
it's good to have you back. John has agreed to play 20 bad questions. I pose it like it's a game. It's not a game. It's just 20 bad questions.
That is a game, though, isn't it? Oh, so 20 questions the game is when you're supposed to guess who it is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So,
You get
yeah,
20 questions in order, but this is just my version
But is
of
this
it
a
now.
game? Are we playing games?
It's not
with
a
each other?
game.
Is this a psychological minefield?
It's not an effing game.
Has he been playing
Jack
fucking
Horner.
games with me, Corbin LeMaster? Games. Playing games.
It's
bro.
not an effing game. Let's start here. Favorite color, go.
I don't have a favorite color. I'm not.
Oh,
like,
come
sick.
on, Jack
I
Horner.
don't have one. What? Like no. Okay.
John Horner probably has one. Jack Horner loves all colors equally.
No, I don't love.
What
a
a Hollywood answer.
I have no. I didn't say I love them all. You said that. Okay, and you've spent more time in Hollywood than I have, man. You're
That's
way more
true.
Hollywood than me.
That's
And
true.
you can tell he sucked a lot of dick too.
Hey,
So here's the thing, now.
allegedly.
But I'm not an observant person. I never give a shit about like where like the room I'm in, or like I'm just off in my.
What if he
little
was
world.
like, "I'm
So,
colorblind, you asshole"? I'm like, "Oh shit."
I think colorblind people would probably be more likely to have a favorite color because they see less color, right?
Okay, I'll
So
take
they
this
have,
as
like,
an answer. No favorite color.
But I'm just saying, I'm just off in my own little world most of the time. I don't give a fuck about like colors or anything like that.
Okay,
I'm thinking about shit like.
it's a
joining the
very
Illuminati.
liberal answer. I love
It's
it.
not. Okay. Yeah, I had to bounce back for what I was saying earlier.
I am colorblind.
Does that say
That's a
dinosaur?
Counting Crows song. You're like the guy from Counting Crows singing
that-
colorblind.
Is that the guy that did a lot of meth? And then no, I'm thinking of Korn.
He's a black Jewish guy. He's got, I don't know.
Isn't
We're
that
getting.
an oxymoron? Can you be a black Jew? Okay.
Yeah, sure you can.
Is that
Tribe of Judah.
Oh, I thought that was Rastafarian.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore, dude.
Okay.
Question
Well,
number
actually-
2. What's your favorite dinosaur?
It would probably be the Black Jews and Uncut Gems. No, I'm just kidding.
What is
so
this guy doing? What is this guy doing?
I wanted to do a throwback to Uncut Gems because, like, us talking about African American Jews, they are actually prominent in that movie.
Yeah.
They're the reason for the cause of action.
They
so,
happen.
favorite dinosaur though.
Yeah,
Like,
favorite
I mean,
dinosaur.
so I was like 3 or 4 when fucking Jurassic Park came out.
Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park. I gotta say the raptors are fucking dope, right?
Yeah.
Like I'd say that they're the true villain of the story. Like
Sure.
the fucking T-Rex is like the one that gets all the press.
Yeah.
But like a herd of raptors, like smart fucking raptors, dude.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Like I think your chances would be less favorable against raptors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question 3. Oh,
How long?
Make
is
sure
it,
we're
is
still
it okay
recording.
if we? Is it? Am I rambling on too long?
no, you're fine. Question
Okay.
3.
What?
If you had to be a different race, what race would you choose?
That's an interesting question. I think.
Damn straight, it's an interesting question. It's probably the best question on the list. Go ahead, sorry.
Indian.
Indian.
Yeah,
Because of the
yeah.
food. You like the food?
Like, well, no, it's not the food. It's the fact that they have an awesome film industry.
Really?
Like, yeah,
Bollywood.
Yeah, they have Bollywood, man, and they're making the kind of shit right now that America used to make back in like the 70s and 80s before we got all
Ooh.
fucking lame.
Serpico? Are they making an Indian
Yeah,
Serpico?
like they're going through that like the police shit.
city is no good.
That, I would watch Indian Serpico. I would watch Indian fucking Taxi Driver, dude.
Bombay just hasn't been the same.
Well, yeah, there's a lot you can fucking work with Indian Taxi Driver, right?
Indian Taxi
yeah,
Driver.
exactly. Because aren't they already mostly like Indian? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
It'd be like a
it's kind of redundant.
one
to
of those
us.
tricycle taxis that you see in India. It'd be one of those. He'd be cleaning the cum out of the back seat of a rickshaw.
Yeah,
Gosh, this is maybe the most
Can't-
racist episode we've done.
No, but
Racially insensitive, at least.
you asked me. So, am I the first person? You
Sorry,
asked that
Mom.
to? Is that the first? What
No,
race I picked?
we've done these
So, yeah,
questions with
Indian.
everybody.
'Cause
Indian
of
has been
movies
chosen
and
before.
chess. Okay.
Mostly because of the food, though. You're the first person to say Bollywood.
Yeah.
Interesting. Question 4: snakes or spiders?
Interesting. I think I'm more scared of snakes, but if you had to make me choose an encounter of which one, I think I would choose snakes because spiders can be like fatal and venomous, and you don't even know that they're creeping up on you, right?
Sure.
So snakes make a bigger a better opposition, because it's like, oh fuck, that's a fucking snake.
Yeah.
And
Easier to fight a snake.
Exactly. The only way I'd be really terrified of a snake is a snake in the toilet, like an anaconda, dude. Dude, that's like one of the worst.
A snake in the toilet?
Yeah.
Like chewing on your balls and stuff?
Like if you're taking a shit, dude, and like a fucking snake comes out. I was thinking going up your asshole, dude. Like that would be terrifying. Dude, could that happen? I'm sure that's happened.
I'm sure that's happened.
Like going like trying to burrow its way into your asshole. Like,
look, if it happened, it wasn't no accident. That's what I'm saying.
No,
somebody said it was an accident.
But if it was in the toilet, though, it could have easily been an accident.
Yeah, you never believe it totally jumped out of the toilet. I don't know what happened. It was crazy. Get the snake out of my ass.
So, guys, what was I going to say a second ago about snakes? Oh, this is a fun fact about snakes. This is true. There's like people who've owned snakes say that snakes they elongate themselves whenever like their owners are sleeping, like next to their owner, and that's to see if they can eat their owner.
I've heard that before.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, they're in the fucking Bible. They're the bad guys, guy. Don't fucking get pet snakes.
Exactly. Well, are there spiders in the Bible that are bad too?
No, not at all.
Is that because there's no spiders in the desert?
The correct answer is spiders, but it's okay. You can pick snakes.
Why?
Question 5, truth or dare?
Truth.
Question 6. If you had to... It's very weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
to choose one and then immediately move on to the next.
Well, but
that's my favorite part.
Well,
dare. Question 6.
Well, but why do you like? What do you think that says about me that I would choose truth over dare?
I've only.
Yeah, that's true.
I've only had comics do this. Everybody's picked truth. Not a single person has picked dare.
It's because we're truth tellers.
That's what I try to say.
Yeah.
Question 6. If you had to eat one of your family members to survive in a survival situation, who would you eat?
Someone that's already dead.
Pretty good answer. You're going to like dig up somebody? You can't eat that. That won't be nutritious for
Whatever
you.
the most freshly dead one is. But it's not about whether or not it's nutritious. It's about having to kill a family member.
Yeah, that's a cop-out, dude. You
no,
can't
it's
just
not.
say, whichever one is dead already.
Yeah, you just said it was a good answer, dude. You just said it was a good answer.
All right. I'm going to allow it, but I don't. So you're just like going to find whoever died last and then eat their rotten remains and try to...
As opposed to what? Like, hey, Mom, come here. I'm going to
drawing straws like you're in a life raft.
That's, what I just came up with was way more humane than what you came up with.
Nobody survives then.
Well, no, it depends on how much you didn't specify. How
you
much
would end up with botulism or
not with
trichinosis or something.
With one bite, and if you cook it.
Look, you're wrong, but I'm going to move on.
Okay, but
this is the hardest. I've done 20 bad questions so far.
Who's
you're really pushing. He's a real fence pusher. That's what he is. He's really testing the boundaries.
No,
here.
I'm not. I'm saying like that's your fault for. Oh, but who'd you pick, real quick? Hey, Carter. I'm doing 20 bad questions.
You can come in as long as you shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, Carter.
Question 7. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? We're almost done.
I would say Ben and Jerry's. I like their variety of stuff. I'm not a big ice cream guy.
It's not a flavor. That's a brand.
Okay, but any flavor that they have. So, Cherry Garcia.
Dude, he's not picking any answers.
I am picking
He's like a politician.
But no.
He's so slippery on all these questions.
I'm not slippery.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Whichever ice cream is in front of me.
Literally earlier, he's like, I have no favorite color. I don't have time to think about this. And then the next,
he said, I don't have a favorite color.
And then he spent 10 minutes telling us his favorite dinosaur.
Favorite all-time comedian.
Okay. I'm gonna guess. I'm just gonna put one that maybe
you're gonna guess at what your favorite is.
No, I can't. Listen, guys. I had a brain injury when I was in high school. I've mixed words up a lot, but I made it to Kill Tony. I'm gonna say Patrice O'Neal.
Not who you think is the best. Who you think is your favorite? Patrice.
Yeah. Probably.
We have had some people pick Patrice before. That's a good pick. Number 9, favorite sexual position.
Like to watch in porn, I'd say I'm a big Pog cream pie guy.
Pog cream pie? This is your favorite sex position to watch? Other people do?
Kind of. Yeah, like why? It's like, what do you prefer, man?
When I search porn, I search for kissing.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm into. Not a lot of it in porn. It's rare.
Well, if you just type in sensual, you can-
Well, it's nasty. Even hookers won't let you kiss them on the mouth. It's so gross, dude.
if you buy an escort, they will, won't they? Like I thought.
I don't know. You can't buy love, Horner.
If you're spending like $800 for a fucking hour, or some
You can
shit,
probably work something
you
out.
gotta fucking kiss. For an escort, yeah. Like,
Favorite
for
sexual position is cream pies.
Yeah, right. Cream pies.
Question 10, who's your favorite president? And I would accept world leader from the past. Or you can go current. All time. The GOAT
Donald
world
goddamn
leader.
Trump, am I right, folks?
This
he's
guy.
gonna reassume his rightful place in our
Every
no, he's not.
single answer
He's
he's
not.
given has been wrong.
No. Okay. I'll say this.
Cream pies, Donald Trump.
I respect Richard
No.
Nixon. I respect. No. Every answer I've said is right because it's entertaining, right? Isn't
Oh,
that
sure,
isn't that
yeah.
the point? Yeah, exactly. Carter Fanco.
Donald Trump
But-
is your. Are you sticking with that answer?
No. I said who I would really pick, which is wait, I forgot who I said a second ago. No, it's not him though. Give me a second.
Genghis Khan?
Richard Nixon because he faked the moon landing.
Richard Nixon.
I think he did that, and I think he's a crafty motherfucker, dude. I think that's some cutthroat, like
Okay.
hardcore American shit, dude. Like,
is that would be
he was
American
like
as
bugging
fuck.
people before, yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I think your presidents are mixed up, but
68, yeah, I think.
acceptable. Okay, so you're
What?
on a desert island. You get 3 movies. What movies are you picking on your desert island?
Pulp Fiction.
Good pick.
I gotta pick like a sexy movie too, right?
Yeah.
Like, is there any porn on this island?
Something with a cream
Ooh,
pie in it.
yeah. Yeah, some will say yeah. So Pog Cream Pie, like Volume 6.
Pog
like,
Cream Pie Volume 6.
Like some like
Pulp
3 hours,
Fiction.
yeah. I could even go with the same Pog being cream pied, you know?
He picks
Yeah.
3 pornography movies.
No. I'm saying it's for choice number 2. That's what it is.
Pulp Diction.
Pulp-
I've heard
yeah.
of that one. I've heard of that one.
Yeah. I thought it was just dick.
What was the third movie?
Okay. I gotta go with a film. I gotta go with a film. I'm gonna go with
College Sluts Volume 2.
I'll go with Dinner with Andre. That's a
Dinner
good
with
movie.
Andre. That's a good movie.
Yeah, have you seen it?
That's a
Carter?
weird movie. Bucket list, comedy venues. Do you have any comedy venues that you're like, God, before I kick the bucket, I got to perform on that stage?
I would like to do an arena, you know. I don't know if I want to do like Madison Square Garden, but like an arena. What? Why is that a bad like what?
Guys, seriously, just
Well, why is
15
that
more
funny?
minutes and we're going to be done with this. If you guys can
Why
just
is
cut
that
it
not-
out,
it's
that'd
not
be great.
funny. It's not like why is that?
I mean, if we don't get the
an
ending,
arena?
then why have we been here for a half
No, but
hour?
Why was that? Like,
Can you both
I'm
just
really
shut up
paranoid.
or leave?
Oh hey, do either of you guys do drugs? I got some drugs earlier. If you guys want. Some,
Okay.
Some marijuana.
Bucket list comedy venues.
Yeah. So I would like to do an arena tour at one point.
Arenas.
The
The
I would like
Firestone
to-
Arena,
the
wherever the Red Wings play.
I would say like in terms of like a 1,000-seat arena or something like that. 10,000 would be cool. Like with Madison.
Again, not really what I'm asking.
Okay, Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Okay, Madison Square
Thank
Garden.
you.
Fucking Comedy Store, Caroline's or whatever, like whatever the club is with the fucking.
I don't think it
okay.
exists anymore.
No,
Yeah.
the one with the stained glass like windows and shit.
Comedy
Is
Cellar.
that Comedy Cellar? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, you're going to a desert island. You get to pick 3 musicians to take their entire album collection,
Okay.
their entire discography. Who you picking? You can pick a band too, but
Okay.
and if you pick Scott Stapp, I'll give you his solo stuff and the Creed stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's come up before.
Creed's very uplifting. That would be very good on like a desert island, you know?
Yeah.
Like that
You-
like I'm Fallen song, you know,
Yeah.
that would like get me to keep like persevering.
You'd
And
be
it's
like,
actually not a bad,
yeah,
like,
you'd take
I don't
on your
mind
whole
Creed.
situation
I-
with
I-
like
I-
arms
I,
wide
like-
open.
Yeah, I'll
You'd
do
be feeling good about it.
especially if there's other people there that I can drive crazy, it could be like psychological.
But then My Own Prison
It's
comes
like-
on, and you're like,
Yeah, if you had to listen to that for like 6 hours in a row, would you tell them where the coconuts are though? That's what I'm thinking about. Like what would be good torture? You know? Like CIA shit.
so we got
Alright,
Creed,
so
Scott
Creed,
Stapp.
Creed and Scott Stapp. I didn't have to pick,
Okay,
right?
that's a double.
Um,
you get to
I
double
get,
down on that.
Fucking the Beach Boys. I think the Beach Boys are very underrated.
I love the Beach Boys.
But have you like listened to like the last 2 albums? Fucking Pet Sounds and then Smile Sessions.
Yeah.
Dude, he's
Pet
a
Sounds
genius.
is the best album they put out.
Well, Smile Sessions, not Smiley Smile.
It's good, but I like Pet Sounds is
I-
fantastic.
I feel that because Smile Sessions isn't actually the album that they intended it to be, but that's some of the most amazing music I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Yeah.
I would put that against like.
Did you know that they called themselves the Beach Boys, but they were all technically full-grown men? Did you know
Well,
that?
they were very young. Though.
No, they were men.
No, they were 16, 17.
But they were legally adults.
Okay, I guess, but that's a boy. A lot of people would say it's a boy. Like, it's a boy. Like, no, like, right? Like, that young.
Sure.
Like, they were still in high school, weren't they?
I don't know. Maybe you think that these people are boys.
Well, actually, the fact that you're calling them men is creepier. Right? Like,
Beach
if they're
men.
boys, yeah.
It just doesn't sound good. That's
Like-
why they went with it.
I don't think that's true.
What's your third album or third musician?
I would say I gotta go with rap Kanye, man.
Kanye. Yeah, I love Kanye.
Yeah, he's got a really consistent like discography, dude.
What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Okay, you like the spooky season.
Yeah, I
Are you
like
doing the Monster Mash?
No, I'm not going to any parties or anything like that. I just like the fact that there's a lot of horror movies.
Horror movies.
Streaming.
A lot of cream pies.
Yeah. A lot of cream pies, bro.
Trick or treat, give me my cream pies. What's the what's the best thing about comedy? And speak right into this just speak from the heart, John. What's the
Speaking
best
from the
thing
heart?
about comedy?
I like the idea that I can kind of like come up with a thought in my head and then it makes people laugh and it gets
Check.
the reaction that I want. And then I also like
That you've had your
like-
microphone off this entire
Have
time.
I really? Are you
Great
fucking serious?
Great stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, that's great. Well, you can probably. I still project, right? Oh, and then I like relieving people's like stress and like anxiety momentarily, like being a light, like the good Lord said.
Yeah. Great answer.
Yeah.
Wish we could have heard the first part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Motorcycles?
So we haven't heard anything.
Motorcycles question
I've
mark?
done, right?
I've got another backup microphone here.
Oh, bitchin'. Okay. No, I've been on a motorcycle once. It scared the shit out of me.
No motorcycles.
No.
If you were a time traveler, what time would you be traveling to?
That's a good. Ancient Egypt. I want to see how the pyramids are built.
Ooh, Mother effin' Pharaoh.
Yeah, that's maybe, or it might have been a powerhouse. That's what people think, like a power plant.
Ancient
Yeah.
alien style?
No, I'm saying advanced society style. I'm saying that they were like worlds above like what we thought now.
John will make this. I said 20 minutes, but
No, you
because
didn't.
it's
You did
40
not say
minutes
that.
because of you, John.
No, you didn't
not
say 20
because
minutes.
of me.
You didn't say 20
Favorite food?
minutes. Pizza.
Easy. Favorite place you performed? I know the answer to this one.
Mothership. Yeah.
The comedy mother. You're a Mothership regular. You old
no,
Mothershipper.
That's not true. But that was cool. And then the Blue Room Comedy Club in Springfield, Missouri, of course.
Woo!
Yeah, that one has like the most significant. Like, what was that, Corbin? Were you like just flipping everybody off right now? Oh, okay, that's what you're doing. Wow, the balls on that guy.
Question
Okay.
20. We are at the end of our 20 bad questions.
Okay.
I mean, I hope this went well.
Yeah. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad. It was good,
Should
right?
call it 40 bad minutes.
You guys were like, "Oh shit, that's crazy. John's so controversial and cool." Yeah, bad. Yeah, like bad to the bone. like
How do you
ZZ
come up
Top.
with your jokes?
I start with a theme and then like I try to just build on that theme and a bunch of different like or same jokes within that or different jokes within that same theme. Sorry. Yeah. So like for instance, like I'm just like everybody else, you know. I fucking tie a belt around my neck and for a more powerful orgasm during masturbation. You know, I'm just like everybody else. I get in the car, go to work in the morning. Imagine stabbing my 8th grade bully to death, going, "Who's the bitch now?" But
Yeah.
like, and then that's really like where, or you know, fucking. I can't think of anything else right now. I'm blanking completely. But you get what I'm saying.
Well, it's a dumb question. That's why
It's
we
not.
end with it.
It's not. I think it's an.
Well, it's the
interesting
sort of
question.
thing that you could just talk about forever, like, because it's how do you come up with jokes? Like,
Oh, so that's like a joke on me to get me to keep talking.
no.
Okay.
It's just a bad. It's just a bad question.
I'm sorry. I hope this was like a good podcast, man.
No, it's
I
good.
didn't know. You should have said that like you wanted to do it for 20 minutes. Like, I
Oh
didn't-
no, it's all right.
Okay.
No, I just like press record and then just let it happen.
Oh, awesome. Okay, because I've had to go potty for a long time. Can you tell?
Where do we?
Yeah.
Before you go piss your pants, where do we find you on Instagram?
Jack Horner Comedy, all one word, or it doesn't matter. I guess.
At Jack Horner Comedy.
Yeah, Jack Horner Comedy.
Jack Horner. I'm gonna have to get used to calling this guy Jack.
No, it's fine. You can call me John. It's cool. I don't.
All right. Well,
I'm not
thanks
an
for
asshole.
doing it.
You guys can call me John, but if
Thanks
you
for being on the show,
thank
brother.
you. Bye. Sorry,
What's
guys.
up, brother? How you been?
Dude, yeah, good to see you.
I'm good, man. My life's going great.
Yes.
Yeah. I fucking just met Joe Rogan, you know, at the Motor Shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I shook hands with him. It was very brief.
That's
I also
fucking
got
sick.
paid. Yeah.